The beaten army of Consul Linus lies under siege in Capua. I, Gaius Fulvius Silanus, have hurried south with my meager command to aid the consul. Further reinforcements are expected from Rome. The city has been sighted. It is surrounded by the Samnites, a people native to the mountains of central Italy. The Samnites are sworn enemies of Rome. Capua is in sight. Report.
Tribute Silanus. The Samnite army are massed on the hills around Capua. They are preparing an attack. See for yourself.
The river crossings here have been destroyed by the defenders. May the gods be with them should the enemy attack. The Samnite siege engines fire on the city, weakening the will of the men within. If we can get to them, we can halt the bombardment, but they are well guarded. The Samnites prepare their attack on the hillside. Their numbers are too strong for us to consider an engagement. I have enough men to defend a grain store, not assault an army. The consul and his remaining forces have garrisoned the city. Linus means to stop any assault at the river, but he's vastly outnumbered. I fear he will be overwhelmed.
Tribute Silanus. The men are reporting sounds of a skirmish ahead of our position.
Some Romans in this village have been confronted by Samnites. They're outnumbered, but our troops can tip the balance. Move out!
Our spotters suggest there are but 5 enemy units around the village. Look for their blue banners.
We're under missile fire. Double time. This is it. Draw swords, men. Charge!
The enemy must be routed. Target their flanks or attack them from behind. The Samnite infantry is strong, but their men are no match for Roman soldiers. That's the last of them. No more guarding grain stores. You're meant for this. The slingers in the village are in our debt. They pledged their allegiance and have joined our ranks. The Samnites move on Capua.
Where are the...
Defend the British to the last man! Capua must not fall!
All right, men, listen up. We're up against it. The Samnites have moved to attack, and it's too late to attempt to cross to intercept them. The enemy's siege weapons are still troublesome, but now the Samnites have left them relatively unguarded. Let us strike there. This forest will cover our approach if we move with care. The terrain is to our advantage.
Our slingers can be placed upon the hill to rain fire upon the enemy below. Keep them out of the fray.
Destroy those siege weapons, men! For Capua!
Linus' defenses are crumbling. The Samnites are crossing the river.
We cannot wait for reinforcements, men. We must act. You've all trained for this day. Now there is an enemy before us, and glory behind. I may not be a general, but the gods honor me by allowing me to lead you on this day. Now advance! I see a shallow ford across the river, which will give us passage into the city. Forwards!
The Samnites push towards the center. If they capture the city, all will be lost. The consul and his men will be overpowered. We must come to their aid.
Attack, men! Your consul watches over you! Strike down the Samnite invaders! Show them no mercy!
The Samnites press further into Capua. They
The siege weapons on the walls can repel them. See to it!
Brave Tribune, our allies begin to crumble. Hope is fading.
Keep fighting, men! Live or die, we will find glory!
An army approaches. Tribune, I think the banners are Lucanian.
Reinforcements! Our allies, Roman and Lucanian, rally to our aid! Take heart, men! The gods are with us! The Samnites make their retreat! The day is ours!
Tribune Silanus, grave news. The consul has fallen in the fighting and is badly wounded. Come quickly. Tribune Silanus, news from Rome. Following the capture of Consul Rutilius and the passing of Consul Linus at Capua, the Senate have moved to grant you emergency powers to command the defense of Campania. Your intervention at Capua saved the settlement and has earned you the highest praise on the Senate floor. This is no time for celebration, however. The situation remains grim. Survey the map for yourself. Capua has yet to recover from the siege. The settlement cannot withstand another attack. Bovianum is the Samnite capital. Reports indicate that Rutilius is being held here. We face a long war before we can hope to free the consul. Rome is well protected from attack by a line of hills running inland. Any Samnite assault must come from the south, through Capua. Be advised, the Samnites raise more armies against us.
Fetch your swords. The Samnites dare to challenge us again. It will be 5 seasons before they reach Roman territory, but we have little defense in place. We must move to protect Capua while we still have time. Capua will surely fall under another siege. There is a pass to the south which guards the entrance to the Campanian plain. We shall march out and await the enemy. Good. We have blocked the road to Rome. The Samnite attack must come through here. Our depleted army can replenish over time while we await their arrival.
Let us also add to our strength and recruit more troops. The recruits will begin their training immediately, Tribune.
Excellent. In time, we will have plenty of troops to meet the Samnite advance. The Samnites move out multiple armies. May the gods have mercy if they all attack at once.
The new recruits have joined our army and are ready to be tested in battle. It will be a while before the Samnites arrive. We should take advantage of the delay and seek to further their training. More avenues of research and training will become available as our expertise improves. Continued development and learning is vital in the race to keep in step with our enemies. Let us also recruit more troops while we wait out the Samnite advance.
Samnites invade Lucanian territory. When the time comes, it'll be an honor to reinforce the Lucanians in battle.
The Lucanians have set an ambush. Let us hope that it succeeds. Our allies report that the Samnites march with many skirmishers within their ranks. We must consider the balance of our own forces.
Their light troops will not outrun a horse, no matter how little armor they bear. The barracks in Capua will permit the recruitment of cavalrymen, but it remains damaged from the recent siege.
Repairs on the barracks are underway. You can see that Capua's city limits. Excellent. Weapons and armor are always good investments in times of war. We must continue to recruit men into the army. The enemy come by road. They approach with speed. The Lucanian ambush has failed. Their capital is threatened. We must assist them with...
Our primary goal is the defense of Rome. When we have secured our own borders, we can look to assist our allies. Our barracks are repaired, and the stablemaster sends us horsemen to aid the war effort. Let us recruit more and strengthen further.
The Lucanians are defeated. Our allies have fallen and their people enslaved.
This cruel fate shall not befall Rome. Samnium shall be ground to dust. I swear this to Jupiter.
We have one season to prepare for the Samnite attack, Silanus. Let us fortify our position.
We make our stand here.
The men have started work on a fortified encampment. We have prepared all that we can. There is little left to do but await the enemy arrival.
Pick up your weapons, men. The enemy are upon us. 100 denarii to the man who brings me the enemy general's sash. To battle!
Congratulations on your promotion, Proprietor. It was not before time. I'm pleased to report that the men are ready to deploy for battle, despite the foul weather we've been dealt.
Good. Our camp blocks this road, and while we hold this position, the enemy cannot pass. Deploy the infantry in a line, facing down the valley, so that each unit covers the flank of the next. See to it.
Send some scouts forward to observe the Samnite advance, Commander. The brow of the hill obscures our view from here.
Hold positions, men! We're here to guard this pass, not chase them back to Samnium.
The Samnites are sending javelins against us. They mean to disrupt our line before their infantry engage.
We can use our cavalry to chase them off. They remain hidden from the enemy behind this hill. Advance the cavalry to the side of our position. Keep them concealed. Use the brow of the hill or the forest as cover.
The enemy send troops to capture the camp, Silanus. Stop them! The main body of the enemy are advancing, Silanus.
Let them approach. That muddy ground will sap their strength. Fight well, men, and hold your ground! The fate of Rutulus and all of Rome itself depends on us.
Proprietor, your very presence can sway this battle. Your word can rally and inspire the men before you. Use your influence. The Samnites flee. Commander, you are surely fated by the gods. No previous leader has driven back the Samnites so quickly.
Soldiers! Victory is ours!
Congratulations are in order, Proprietor Silanus, for I understand that the Senate have appointed you to lead the invasion of Samnium. An easy choice to make, if I may say. The Senate wished for you to return the settlement of Salernum to us. It was overrun by the Samnites some years ago, and its capture would again give Rome control of Campania.
Very well. Send word to Rome that our attack will begin immediately.
Silanus, we are at war, and you dither in your duty. Salernum is there for the taking. Attack now! We gave battle, so we must show aggression. Defeat the enemy army, or capture the settlement to claim victory.
Come, soldiers! Draw your weapons! Raise a clamor and let the townsfolk know that Salernum gains its freedom this day! Now advance! On me!
You do not have to order each unit individually, Commander. Group the army in a structured formation, if it pleases you, or assign a portion of it to a subordinate.
Quick march! Levy! Advance at speed!
Proconsul Gaius Fulvius Silanus, your campaign against the Samnites has been so impressive, it's little surprise that the Senate have chosen to place full civil and military power in your hands. No doubt you've heard of the staggering ransom the Samnites are demanding for the return of Consul Rutilus. We cannot consider payment. He must be regained by force. You gain experience from your victories, Silanus. Be sure to make use of your newfound wisdom.
Speak your mind.
Take time to manage your person, Silanus, and those who serve under you. The plebs will rally behind leaders of high standing. Such a figure would be useful now. I'm afraid I bring news that a crisis has arisen in Rome. Rome's treasury has been drained dry by this war. Taxes have been raised, and the people neglected. There has been unrest, and matters have come to a head. A revolt is underway. It must be quelled by It is clear that public order is low. The plebs will need to be appeased. Before they can be offered the carrot, however, they must be shown the stick. Destroy the rebel army.
Salve, Silanus.
Moving troops away from the front line is problematic. It will leave Salernum wide open to attack. Another army must be raised. A new commander must be appointed. An excellent choice. This man can guard the home front and marshal any garrisons that the rebels may attack. The Senate now requested... This army has moved all it can this season. It must rest for now. It is of obvious benefit to build forces rapidly in times of war. Our barracks are large enough to train multiple units at once. Battle is upon us, Commander, but do not grow weary. You need not oversee every skirmish in person. Victory is ours, Commander. What you do with the captured men is up to you. As slaves, they will fetch a handsome price, but the message sent by either clemency or brutality can be worth more. With the rebels crushed, the rule of law in Rome now goes unquestioned. Silanus, despite your military background, it is time for you to take a full interest in civic affairs. We have concealed matters of state from you until now, but you will appreciate that military successes can only be built on civil foundations. The wheels of war are turned by money. A sound economy and thriving populace will fuel our ambitions of conquest. While overtaxation brings its own problems, it is equally important to keep a positive balance sheet. This war cannot be won without money coming in. Excellent. With matters settled at home, attention can turn to the Samnites once again. The Senate have decreed that they must not be allowed to threaten Rome again. Consul Rutulus must be recovered. Bovianum must fall. The Samnites will be fortifying the mountain passes inland from Salernum, but Buxenton to the south is relatively undefended. Some Lucanian exiles are offering a substantial reward if we retake the city for Rome. To achieve surprise, however, we should invade by sea. Do not rush hastily into an attack, Commander. There exists the option to starve the enemy out.
Lay siege for Rome!
Be sure to live off the land when campaigning far from home, Proconsul. Maintaining an army in enemy territory is expensive. Fresh units may only be recruited into an army in controlled territory. Mercenaries, however, may be enlisted at any location. We should consider hiring additional strength as our campaign progresses. Soldiers, draw swords. Let us show our foes what it means to be Roman.
The eyes of the Senate and all Rome are upon us today. We must make them proud that we are their defenders. More than that, our Roman gods are watching. Make sure they are not ashamed.
The Senate extend their congratulations for your victory, Silanus. It only remains for you to decide what to do with the settlement. Looting will upset the townsfolk, but will swell Rome's treasury.
Is there nothing more?
As our armies push further into the hills and mountains of Samnium, we would do well to reconnoiter the terrain ahead. You should consider recruiting a spy to gather information in enemy territory, Silanus.
The Gauls seek to make gains from us by allying with the Samnites. Their treachery will be their downfall. I will see it done.
The road to Bovianum is clear, Proconsul. Their capital will be fortified. We'll need siege engines if we are to capture it. Weapons such as rams and ladders are constructed when the city is under siege.
The Samnite capital is in sight. Finally. Siege engineers, muster your equipment. If Rutulus is alive, we will find him soon.
Units will gain experience as they fight, Commander, but will also take casualties. Be sure to monitor the health of your army and deploy or rest the men as necessary. Silanus, formal contact has been established with the Greeks who inhabit our southern shores. If treated with care, they may become useful allies in our struggle against the Samnites.
Commander.
The Senate requests that you negotiate a trade agreement with our new Greek friends.
Welcome. I throw open the doors to you and bid you enjoy our talks. The gods of Olympus rejoice when men show such good sense. We have an accord here.
Splendid. Trade with the Greeks will bring income, new types of material resources, and will encourage them to favor our cause over that of our enemies. The peoples of this region are hostile to our rule, Silanus, their animosity fed by their strange beliefs and backwards customs. Be sure to keep them in check.
Make haste, men. March. Ready for further orders.
Salve. Lay siege! For engineers to the fore! We need siege equipment to breach those walls. See to it, on the double! Ready yourselves, my soldiers, for we go to meet the enemy once more. The first man over the walls will lead the triumph in Rome. To battle!
Men carrying ladders can be used to scale the city walls. Those manning the battering ram can be ordered to smash the gate. They will be vulnerable to missile fire, so need protection.
Come, men. The Samnites cower behind their walls, but they know the end draws near for them. Bovianum will fall today. Have the siege weapons target the walls and the gate. They won't stand for long.
Ballista! Ready! Your orders?
Kill every Samnite you find, men! Give no quarter! Scour the city! Rutulus must be found, alive or dead. Soldiers of Rome, we have traveled far together, down a path not of our choosing. Fate and the cruelty of man compelled each of us to draw our weapons, stand back to back, and defend our lands against the common foe. We did not seek this war, yet it is our homes that burned, our allies massacred, and our leader Rutulus that lies slain, butchered by a desperate enemy as their city fell. It is clear that evil left unchecked will always find Rome. The Samnite dead still litter the field, yet already new threats loom and menace our borders. Greeks on our very shores plot to strip us of our lands and livelihoods. Eastern peoples from across the sea construct mighty empires whilst we feud with our neighbors. Barbarians seek to plunder our homes and villages. Our fight is for our way of life, and it has only just begun. With the favor of the gods, we shall forge our destiny together. For Rome!